Okay, today we are gonna cover about the you can say content points, and these are about the scalars and vectors, measurement techniques, and units and symbols, and these all are for about the general physics chapter 1. Okay. Okay, assalamu alaikum everyone. Hopefully you are doing great, and as we already told about you that this is the first class of the online course about the physics O levels code 5054. The pattern, the way we are just gonna create video and we're telling about you that firstly for first to 10 minutes we'll be covering about the important you can say subtopics in the specific topic, and afterwards we'll be covering about the what are the you can say about the exercises you must do or you should do, or and in the end the test, a small test will be given to you so that you can perform it at your home places or anywhere we are just watching a video. Okay, now let's start. First of all, as it is says the contents about the scalars and vectors, measurement technique, and unity symbol. Now we are going for the scalars and vectors. Okay, this is our first class. And for scalars and vectors, if you're just not aware of anything, so just don't worry. We are just starting it from the zero, and inshallah we'll be keep working on like this. Now for scalars and vectors, for example, these are basically a quite different between these two quantities. The scalar and vector are the two quantities. For example, a man. There's a man who needs to walk from one place to another place. For example, you can say he's at his home and he just gonna go towards a school. And it's a quite large building, as you know. And school is here. Okay. Now, for example, the distance, he calculated the specific distance for the school is 4.5 kilometers if he is on the car. Okay, and his school from the you can say a road is quite look like, yeah, it just look like over there. This is a starting point, okay, and this is a ending point. Okay, from his home to the school. There is a pattern where the roads are made and where the distance is covered is about the 4.5 kilometer. But as far as there is you can say a no pattern, a no road is drawn between this, and if we just go directly from the start to the end, so it covered with the for example 3 kilometers. Okay, and there we can say that it is a displacement as it shows the direction as well. Okay, so this is a displacement, and this is a quite different between these two quantity. The distance would be putting over to the scalar quantity. Okay, and then there would be a displacement. Okay, now this you can say about the major difference is about their direction. Okay, these both are measured in the meters, meters, and their short form is m. Okay, and the difference between the scalars and vector quantity is that the scalar has magnitude, but while the vector has a magnitude and direction both. Okay, now for example, a same example can be taken as well, and a person is going over there with you can say about the speed of the 20 kilometers per hour. Okay, the speed of going over there. But as far as its velocity, for the velocity shows the direction that what the direction is there. For example, a person moving from the you can say about you there, and there is some point he need to just put a decelerate or just need to stop, just need to brake file for. So it shows that would be a for example is a direction towards a person is a velocity is important. You can say about that the acceleration that occurred in the acceleration. That is not a deceleration. The car is not braking; it is accelerating. It shows that it is a velocity in direction, and while the negative sign shows this direction. Okay, this is a velocity, and for the you can say about nothing is over there, so it is speed. So both are same quantity as well, but the difference is that speed don't have any direction while velocity has a magnitude and direction both. Okay, and they can be you can measure in the about the you can say speed, meter per second, kilometer per hour, and all that. Okay, the unit one, number two. Okay, now time is there. So time is ultimately as in the scalar. Okay, it has no direction as well. Now let's just coming on the acceleration. Okay, and acceleration is a quantity that do comes in the, you can say about the, it do comes in the vector quantity x. It says that, for example, we are just working on the formula as well. Okay, while you already know about the distance formula. Distance is basically the, you can say distance is basically speed upon time. Okay, and you can say about the velocity, distance, speed equal distance upon time, and you can say, no, sorry, it just, sorry, speed equal distance upon time, while distance equal to speed multiplied with the time. Okay, and velocity equals to, you can say, displacement. In a direction, so there will be displacement as well, as the both are in the vector quantity, displacement upon time. And last but not the least, how the acceleration derived? Acceleration derived as the acceleration, you can say, is a velocity, change in velocity, delta sign over there upon delta time taken, change in time. Okay, this is how the acceleration can be done, and this is how the acceleration can come in the vector quantity. And we just want to know about the units of that. So the velocity is going over the meters, divided by second, time in seconds. Okay, now is for the acceleration, it is meter per second, ms minus 1 upon second. So it further goes ms minus 2. These are units for the acceleration as well. You can write it over there. Third note. Okay. These are just some quite different between the scalars and vectors, and furthermore you can just calculate as well. So there will be a about the, you can say, luminous intensity, energy, all in the scalar. A few quantities are a vector quantity that do have a direction. Okay. Most of the example I have not written over there, but the basic example has already been told you and has already been written on the board as well. Now for the measurement techniques, as you are very much aware that in our syllabus there are, you can say, vernier caliper as well, but from a 2020 syllabus, there are no vernier calipers. Okay, no use of vernier caliper has been discussed furthermore, and for that we are just gonna work over the micrometer screw gauge and about the length and about the stopwatch as well. Okay, first of all, before we are going towards furthermore, we just need to cover about how to measure about the length or other measurement techniques for measuring any length of any instrument. Okay, yes, for example, I'm just writing over there. For example, we're just going with the measurement of the length about the person. So you can say meter rule is the best way to measure length if something is close to the meter. Okay, meter rule over there, and other than meter rule there are about the stopwatch or the length of the time as well. So calculating something about the stopwatch, watches as well. Okay, and furthermore there are something more as well, like about the inch tapes. Okay, you can also go over the markings. For example, you just plot a mark over there and the inch tape can be taken over there to up to the point where you're gonna measure something. Okay, now the most important thing about the use of the micrometer. For example, you can easily just go over there. Whenever this is a cap, bottle cap, and it is quite difficult for us to measure about the diameter, about the outside diameter or inner diameter, about the, you can say, of the bottle cap. So the only thing that can us to about the use of the micrometer screw gauge. By using micrometer screw gauge, we can easily know about how to measure the diameter, about the length and all that of the, you can say, about the bottle cap, or you can say a sphere as well. Now as there are no vernier caliper, just micrometer screw gauge. So for micrometer screw gauge, the diagram something goes over like as well. Okay, this is a diagram over there. I have a quick diagram, and okay, so this is diagram, and the screw gauge over there, and you can say it's about the main scale I'm going over it, and main scale of the screw gauge, and finally the point where the screw gauge is gonna be used. Okay. Okay, this is the point. Then we're gonna have the screw gauge. Okay, and this is a spindle. It can be more high, and this is a sphere. Okay, the sphere we're gonna measure it, and okay, it is anvil over there. There's something over there as well. We just can go. This anvil. Okay, it is spindle. Can take it into the, and it's about the, you can say a millimeter rule. So 0 graduation 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5, okay, and all that. And it is about the, you can say a circular scale. That's the most important thing as well. Circular scale, the micrometer screw gauge is about the readings are over there. 0, yeah, it's go with the after 5 45 50, and then it's go with the, sorry, it's going with the 40 45, I guess so, 45, okay, 45 40 35 30, okay. And now the pattern, the way that we are gonna just about the, you can say how to do the measurement by the help of the micrometer screw gauge. So by this we just gonna do with the, you can say about checking how we can just do it. Yes, for example, we just, you can say stuck some of the sphere, and we're just gonna measure it about the length, you can say, of this sphere. And by after that there are some quite reading over there. Okay, the pattern, the way that we are gonna read it about, for example, there would be a 0, then 0.5, then 1, then 1.5, okay, and it's just for maximizing it as well. After, if you just maximize over there, so it just goes like, so it just goes like, you can say reading over the 0, then you can say 0.5 from there, then from there, 1 2, okay, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and all that, okay. And okay, this is over there. And if you just maximize the scale, and it's how you can 0 0.51 1.5 2 2.53 3.54 4.55 and 5 millimeter. For example, if you just stuck over there and it's coincides, there was a line, there is line coming over there, and it coincides with, you can say, after 3.5. So 3.5 millimeter has been written on the some place, and it coincides with the 45. Okay, the 45 is basically the, you can say about the 0.45 millimeter over there. 45 is the graduation over there, and the graduation counting is about the 0.45 millimeter. And after 0.45 millimeter, so we can easily measure what is the, you can say about that. So 45 basically the, you can say 0.45 millimeter, and if you just add it to that, so it would be 0. Okay, it would be 0.45. Okay, and after calculating is 59.3.95 millimeter. Okay, this is how we can just measure it as it coincides over the 45. We do 45. You can say millimeter. Okay, for that division it will be 0.45 millimeter, and for that it must be there must be no zero error. The zero error comes when just, you can say, just remove the sphere, and the 0 must coincide with the 0. Okay, and if it does not coincide with 0 to the 0, okay, so then there is a 0 error, and the 0 error must be removed over there. And by removing 0 error, okay, by just letting you know that first of all, just calculate what is, for example, 0 here was my plus 0.3, plus 0.03, plus 0.03 was my 0 error. So from this calculation, I would eradicate this plus 0.03, okay, minus, plus, minus, it would be plus, and I would place a minus sign over there, 3, and it would be, answer would be 3.92 millimeter. That is now the final answer. And it would be, if minus, so minus would be get into the addition, so it would be get more plus, it would be plus 3.98 millimeter would be answer. Okay, hopefully you got it, all of the things, and if something left in the question or in the answer, so you will have in the exercises as well and with the test as well. Okay, till now, Allah Hafiz.